I'm Greg Greenwood and welcome to my studio. This video will answer the question, what is pickle? Whenever sterling silver is heated for soldering or annealing, oxygen from the air and the torch combine with the copper in the sterling silver and produce copper oxide. This is a gray coating on the surface of the silver and must be removed. The easiest and fastest way to remove the oxide is to put the silver in an acid solution called pickle. What is the acid in pickle? Sulfuric acid used to be used, but it is very dangerous. The most common ingredient used in pickle now is sodium bisulfate compound. Many jewelry supply houses have their own brand name, but the most common is Sparex. An alternative to Sparex is citric acid. You can get citric acid in the grocery stores in the canning section. It doesn't work quite as well as the Sparex. Takes a little bit longer to get the oxides off your projects, and you definitely need to use it warm. I use my Sparex in the pickle pot. I use an old crock pot. This works out perfect for keeping your pickle warm, and it makes your projects go much faster if the pickle is warm. The ratio of water to Sparex crystals can vary. Here's an example of the ratio that you can use from water to Sparex crystals. This is about a cup or 250 milliliters of water to an ounce or 30 cc's of the Sparex crystals. Every jeweler is different and they like different ratios of the Sparex to water. You can experiment to see which one is best for you. Now that you have your pickle solution made with the Sparex, it will be clear. And so you can pour it into the pickle pot and heat it up and you're ready to go. Now, here is a word of warning. Make sure when you put your pieces into the pickle pot that you use copper tongs, plastic tongs, or wooden tongs. Do not use steel tweezers. There will be a catalytic reaction with the steel and the pickle, and you put your sterling silver pieces in there, it will have this catalytic reaction and copper plate your sterling silver pieces. This is not fun. This is the inside of the pickle pot, and the first thing that you notice is that the pickle itself is kind of this bluish green color. This is because the pickle does absorb the copper ions in the copper oxides that are on the sterling silver, and it's removing those, and it will turn the pickle this bluish green color. So those are the copper ions that are in the solution. When it gets a little bit too dark, it will start not working quite as well, so you can put in a little bit more of the granular Sparex or your citric acid into it, make it a little bit stronger solution, and then it'll reactivate it and it'll come to life again. And you will have to be adding some water to it every once in a while simply because of the evaporation. You'll also notice that in the bottom here, I have this strange looking white thing here. This is a piece of ceramic tile. I've put that in the bottom of the crock pot because when you put a sheet of sterling silver in the crock pot and it goes to the bottom, you'll never get it off the bottom. It's almost impossible to pull it up with the copper tongs. So I just take, and when I put my pieces of silver in there, especially the sheet, I lean it up against that ceramic tile there, and it makes it easier to pick it up. Then you'll also notice that I have a little cup in here. This is just a PVC pipe cup that I've drilled holes in, and I've put a nickel silver wire on the top here so I can grab it out of the pickle very easily. That way I can put small pieces in the pickle and not lose them. After you've soldered your project, you want to put it into the pickle to remove the oxides. And again, we want to make sure that we use our copper tongs, and we'll put it in the pickle, leave it in there for a few moments, and it will clean off all the dark copper oxides off of it. And when your project comes out of the pickle, it will be nice and white. This is because the oxides have been removed and what is left on the surface is pure silver or fine silver, and it will look white. Take it out with the copper tongs. I like to take and dip it in water and baking soda. This neutralizes the acid, and then rinse it off in clear water, and then you can dry your project off and you're ready to go. Here's the ring after it's been pickled. As you can see, it's considerably whiter than the ring that's on the left, which has been buffed and shined. This white is the fine silver or the pure silver left over from the pickling process by removing the copper oxides from the surface of the metal and leaving the pure silver behind. This is the whole idea behind the pickling process, is to remove the copper oxides and leave this fine silver so you can continue on with your project either by soldering or buffing and shining.